Hello everyone, my name is Loco, and today it's time for some more StarCraft II action. Today it's going to be none other than spawning as the red Zerg in the bottom left corner of Daybreak. It's going to be LiquidRet, and in the top right corner his opponent. It's going to be none other than spawning as the green Terran. It's going to be a Zerg versus Terran. This is Lucifron, and this is actually a best of 3 between those two players, and it was actually part of the TSL 4 qualifier. Let's actually check if I have my music on. I don't hear anything. Wait. I gotta bump it up. There we go. Okay. So yeah, this is part of a TSL 4 qualifier match, and yeah, TSL 4 of course standing for Team Liquid Star League, I think. Yeah, it's the 4th in a series of TSLs, and it's actually a tournament that is every year, I think. And last TSL 3 was amazing. I loved watching that one, and well, TSL 4 is promising to be just as good, if not better, because well, all players at the moment are incredibly good. I've seen a list of qualified players already, and they are amazing. So it's going to be very interesting who is going to qualify out of those two players, or who will advance in their bracket. Of course, well, Zerg versus Terran, pretty interesting matchup right now. Zergs have been favoring a lot of 4 queen openers actually, whereas the Terran is trying to just figure out a strategy that's been working against Zergs, because well, Terrans of course always used to open up with a lot of Hellion pressure, or with a lot of yeah, just marine timing pushes, but right now it looks like they're kind of lost. A lot of Terrans are opening up with 1 Rex Expos, but it looks like Lucifron is just going for a standard depot into barracks into gas geyser, because well, he's probably going to open up with Hellions. It looks like this timing is actually perfect in line for Hellion timing pushes, or Hellions to come out quickly enough, and most likely going to take an expand off of that. However, lately on the ladder, I've been seeing a lot of Terran players actually going ahead and also getting their second gas relatively early, and go for a quick second base with Hellion pushes and Banshee pushes. Sometimes with Cloak, sometimes without, and they are pretty tough to hold, but I don't think a player of the caliber of Red is going to die to that kind of stuff in any moment, because well, Red's micro and Red's control is just superb, and he's most likely not going to lose much against that kind of style at all, because he will just defend against it easily. Meanwhile, the other side of the map, well, on this side of the map rather, we see Red opening up with a hatchery first, it looks like, followed up by a spawning pool. Not going to get any gases up, already getting an overload, so indicating he's not going to go for any kind of early gas. Most likely going to favor the 4 queen opener. Actually, I've seen Red lately in his games, as well as on his stream. I've seen him play a lot with actually 4, 5, 6 queens even. He's going crazy on the queens and actually dedicating 3 or 4 queens just to creep spreading, and we actually have to see if he's going to do that in this game. However, right now he's going to have to defend a little bit of attack by Lucifron. Lucifron just sending out 1 scouting SCV as well as 1 marine to apply a little bit of pressure. Actually another marine incoming as well as the 3rd already on the way, but I don't imagine this is doing any kind of pressure to Red. Red actually already having 6 Zerglings out to deal with this kind of pressure by Lucifron, so this should be easily held by Red right here. Meanwhile, he's going to actually already starting up his 3rd queen. Once he is on supply block, there we go, the 3rd queen already starting up, as well as his 2nd queen already out. Also starting his 4th queen at this point in time, so yeah, looks like this is a standard Red opener so far. He will actually delay gases for a little bit longer, most likely getting them around the 6-minute mark-ish. I don't exactly know what Red does in this kind of matchup, but yeah, he is favoring a lot of queens at this point in time. So actually we see a little clever trick right here by Lucifron. Lucifron is going to go ahead and actually get an engineering bay at the 3rd base of Red. Well, because Red isn't going to really see this, he's just going to send out a drone in a little bit and going to try and actually get this base up, but he won't be able to. So meanwhile, on the other side of the map, we see Lucifron going ahead and taking a command center relatively late in the Zerg versus Terran matchup. However, he decided to not continue mining any gas at this point in time. So he's actually making a lot of Hellions right now. Actually already having 3 out on the map. Going to go ahead and actually get more and more of them. So, however, Red knows about this. Red knows about those Hellions being on the map. Well, he doesn't know where they are exactly at this point in time, but right now he has 2 queens, 3 queens to defend on against this kind of stuff, excuse me, and it's also getting a spine crawler, so I don't imagine those Hellions doing anything. And let's actually count the queens. Yeah, there's already 1 queen in the main, also getting another queen in the natural, so he apparently has 3 queens once again dedicated to creep spreading. And what this does is actually they will get energy so quickly that they will be able to actually push down about 3 new creep tumors every every 40-ish seconds. I don't know exactly the timing, but around every minute or so, he will be able to put down another creep tumor, which will just be so many creepers. But right now we see actually a lot of Hellions trying to run by. We see a few Zerglings on the ramp right there. A nice block right there by LiquidRet. Going to go ahead and actually killing off 2 Hellions already. They are going to go ahead and actually get a few drone kills right here. Maybe. Are they actually getting a few drone kills right now? I don't think so. The Queen's actually going to go ahead and going to snipe off as many Hellions as they can. But right now we see a nice attack right here by Lucifron. Not killing too many drones, however. Nice defend right there by LiquidRet. LiquidRet not losing anything, I think. Well, maybe he lost a few already, but yeah, there is actually 1 drone going down. And how many did he kill? Well, he actually managed to kill quite a bunch already. 12 drones going down by LiquidRet. But of course, yeah, LiquidRet losing 12 drones at this point in time. But of course, he managed to kill all the Hellions. And yeah, this is actually the little trick that I was talking about earlier. LiquidRet is going to try and actually get this base up, but he's seeing the engineering bay right now. And it will just take a little bit for LiquidRet to actually take this down with his queens. Already having 3 queens right there, as well as 2 queens at the 3rd base, as well as another queen in the main, I think. Yeah, there's actually another queen in the main, so at this point in time we can check it out on the unit tab. We see 6 queens on the main or in the bases of red already. Really many queens, and I think the reason why he does this is that he is not getting any kind of roach warren just yet. So I don't think he's going to go ahead and actually get that at all, because, well, as you can see, Lucifron already transitioned into Marine Tank at this point in time. He's going to go ahead and probably do a next push with maybe a Marine upgrade, but it looks like he's already taking his 3rd base as well relatively early. And LiquidRet at this point in time has no vision of this 3rd base just yet, and he doesn't know about any kind of early 3rd base expanding right here by the Terran player. However, we see a nice tank count already going down by right here. The tank upgrade, the siege mode upgrade, is about 25-ish% done, as well as more barracks being added on with reactors. Also getting a starport right now, so I imagine he's also gonna go for double medevacs, maybe a Viking or 2, but right now, yeah, we actually see Red. Well, he could fly in this overload, but I don't think he's going to, because, well, he probably can. I don't know if he scouted it, but he probably can go ahead and imagine there's going to be a lot of Marines out on the map as well as tanks. So right now he's going to see this overlord being shut down right here by those Marines. He actually knows pretty much everything that is going on at this point in time. We see a reactor going down as well on the starport, so he's going to go ahead and maybe get some Vikings up, maybe 1 Viking to clear some overlord, even though there aren't actually that many on the map right now. But yeah, sick creep spread going down by LiquidRet. If we actually check the production tab right now, I wonder when he is going to do a big creep spread cycle right here. But I imagine about 20-ish creep tumors being on the map right now, active creep tumors on the map right now. So yeah, really good stuff right here by Red. Also going to go ahead and actually get his bailing speed upgrade, as well as a few as a Spire going down at this point in time. So he's probably going to up and get some Mutalisk up, maybe getting his Spire or his Hive Tech a little bit later. So far it's actually been a relatively passive game right now. There's been a little bit of an engagement. I don't know if I actually missed one engagement. Might have missed an engagement or 2, but right now it actually didn't matter that much. Right now we actually see the first 3 mutas go ahead and actually go on the map, while we see the sick creep spread already going across the map, already being almost half covered in the map. In another minute he will probably cover half the map. At around the 13-minute mark, I imagine. You will have to actually push up this ramp right here, and that will actually give him free reign over this entire area right here. But right now it looks like Lucifron is going to go ahead and actually push out with a relatively nice army right here. It's actually going to kill a lot of creep tumors right here. I wonder if he's going to scan and actually kill all those tumors right here. Yeah, he actually a nice scan going down right there, going to kill lots and lots of creep tumors. All this hard work that Red has been putting into his creep spread is also going down the drain at this point in time. Well, actually, he's not getting that many. Lots of Mutalisk out right now. Mutalisk going to try and actually snipe off a few Marines, but it looks like Lucifron is deciding to push back instead of pushing onto the creep, because, well, it will just cost him too many scans and the chance that he loses his entire army is big. Right now, nice stim right there by Lucifron. Lucifron going to go ahead and actually... Did he kill a Mutalisk? I didn't really catch it, but he might have killed a Mutalisk right there. Would have been a nice catch right there. Of course, the medevacts are already there to actually heal up this stim pack damage that has been dealt by on Lucifron's army. But now we see a big attack well, a rather big attack with Zerglings right there. And nice creep tubers placement right there of Red. Is he going to go ahead and actually get 1 or 2 down? No, he doesn't manage it. It would be nice if he actually had 1 of them up, because that would just allow him to actually push the creep further and further. But right now we see a little bit of pressure right here by LiquidRet. He's going to go ahead and actually snipe off this dropship right here, going to try and actually drop off all those Marines, and it looks like he is going to be able to actually push them off. But Marines and Zerglings don't go well together, because the Zerglings are going to clean them up relatively easily, as well as the dropship, the medevac, going to go down for Lucifron. So right now, yeah, we see a little bit of a layback position once again for Lucifron. Lucifron actually going to go ahead and get this 4th command center up already in this point in time, and yeah, really solid play right there by Lucifron. Not losing too much, not dedicating too much either. Keeping the Zerg relatively pushed back, even though he has 4 bases already. He's not opting to get the base in the middle position. Right now we see an attack right here by LiquidRet. LiquidRet going to pressure a little bit with all those Mutalisks. Interesting choice actually for him to go for Mutalisks, because right now we have been seeing a lot of Infestor play. However, we see a nice push out right here by or by Lucifron rather, going to siege up all those tanks, and it's going to be a very hard position to move into. However, we see a lot of Zerglings going to go ahead and actually surrounding all those tanks, as well as Banelings going to go ahead and killing all those Marines. A perfect engagement right there by LiquidRet, not losing too much and not losing a base, not even losing a drone right here, and just killing everything. And the Mutalisks are probably going to go ahead and actually kill off those medevacs as well. Right now we see all the medevacs going to go target fired by those Mutalisks, and all of them are going to go down at this point in time. LiquidRet is so far ahead at this point. He's only just now finishing up +2/+2, however, but it looks like he's going to go ahead and morph Banelings at the 3rd base of the Terran player, and the Terran player doesn't know about this. Look at the vision, he has no clue about this push coming anytime soon right now. So there we go, we see the Marines going to go ahead and actually no, there's no Marines only being at the natural, while the Zerglings are going wild at the 3rd base at this point in time. He is not going to be able to actually push out of this place, because, well, what is he going to do? Is he going to unsiege those tanks? Yes! He actually decides to unsiege those tanks after losing a 3rd base right here. Curious attacker, curious position right there for Lucifron, because, well, all the tanks could have killed off right now, but looks like he's going to go ahead and actually push into the natural right now. LiquidRet, that is, going to lose a lot of Banelings for pretty much nothing right here. Only a little bit of Marines, but at this point in time I don't think it really matters anymore. Of course, there's still 2 bases up for the Terran player, but right now he lost so many SCVs and so much income that actually, let's take a look at the income tab. He's almost doubling LiquidRet, that is. He's almost doubling Lucifron right here in supply, but right now, or in income rather, but right now we see a nice push right here by LiquidRet. LiquidRet going to go ahead and actually kill all of the tanks, as well as all the Marines going to go ahead and actually kill most of them. But right now he's not going to risk it. He doesn't want to lose everything. The supply tab is relatively even still. It's only 45 supply ahead-ish for the Zerg player at this point in time, and there's still a lot of Marines out. But the big thing right now is that there's no tanks on the map at this point in time. Actually, let's check out the unit tab. Yeah, there's 43 Marines right now, as well as 6 medevacs, but that's not a lot for this amount of at this point in the game, because what is the Zerg going to be able to do? Well, he's just going to get a lot of Zerglings out to deal with this. Also a lot of Banelings right now being morphed in right here by the Zerg play, and he's probably going to crush this attack right here. Right now the Infestors are out. He might actually get his 5th base, or the 4th base rather. Yeah, he is going to go ahead and get this 4th base of LiquidRet. So right now he's only 1 base behind, and the 3rd command set is right now going up. But right now, nice push by LiquidRet, going to snipe off this entire army. It looked like also the medevacs going down. Might opt to actually get a fungal. There we go, nice fungal growth right there on the medevacs, and the medevacs are going down as well. And you might get another one right here, maybe one more or 2 more actually for those medevacs. But right now it's going to be so hard for Lucifron to actually pull back from this, because LiquidRet, that is, he isn't losing that much of an army. He's actually going to go ahead and actually get the 4th base up once again. I wonder actually why he isn't opting to get this base up. It's basically free at this point in time, but it looks like LiquidRet is just going to keep morphing army and keep getting a bigger army right now. He knows about this 3rd base going to go up at this point in time, and he knows about this trying to land at this point in time, so Really solid play right there by LiquidRet. LiquidRet playing in a magnificent Zerg versus Terran, I gotta say. Not making too many mistakes, however. He lost a few drones at the early part of the game. Having a little bit of oversaturation right now, but he's probably going to move those to the 4th base at this point in time relatively quickly. No, I actually thought he was going to go ahead and get a drop off maybe, but nope. Not looking like he's going to do that. However, Lucifron is looking relatively stable at this point in time, but he's not going to be able to defend a push to the natural, it looks like. He is probably going to imagine Red is going to push into the 3rd base instead of the natural at this point, but right now the army is just not that big of Lucifron. If we actually take a look at the army supply tab right now, it's 112 army supply versus 156 or 58 rather for LiquidRet. Of course that isn't army supply actually. It's just a lot of a bigger army right now in the resources spent on the army for LiquidRet. LiquidRet just staying at the watchtower right now, going to go ahead and actually get the Great Aspire morphing at this point in time already. So already at the 22-minute mark, the Great Aspire is morphing. Now, that's actually a pretty late Spire right there. Opting to get them pretty late, but also getting the Corruptus out already at this point in time. So, nice decision right there by LiquidRet. He's actually going to go ahead and maybe get a fungal off. Nope, not going to fungal all those Marines. He's actually having a lot of tanks right here on the high ground that is going to prevent Red for pushing into this army right now, because, well, he doesn't want to lose his entire army while his opponent is taking the 4th base right now. But I think what LiquidRet is going to do at this point in time is actually get the Corruptus out right now and morph a few Broadlords as soon as this Great Aspire finishes, and there it finishes up. 1 morphing already, 2 morphing already, and he's going to probably push into this 4th base relatively quickly. Of course, tanks are doing friendly fire as well, so if you actually move into a established Terran army right here with Broadlord, what will happen is actually the Broadlord will throw down a lot of Broadlings at this army, and if they actually attach to the Marines, the tanks will actually fire into the Marines and actually do a lot of friendly damage right here. Looks like there's already an attack setting up right here for the Zerg player. Ooh, not a clever decision right there by the Zerg player, but he's probably go ahead and actually get down those rocks instead and maybe use a double prompt attack right now. But we see a little bit of a push out by Lucifron. Lucifron trying to snipe as many creep tumors as he can before retreating into the medevacs and moving back with the main army right here. Pretty solid army right here by Lucifron, but there's already so many Broadlords right now on the map, and actually, as we can see, it's already 1 more morphing at this point in time, as well as already 4 being out. Yeah, a little bit of a drop going on right here on the 4th base of LiquidRet, being sniped off. The drop that is by LiquidRet relatively easily, and I wonder when this big push is going to come in for the Zerg player. Looks like the supplies are even at this point in time, but I don't actually think yeah, just the army, the sheer army account right now for the Terran player, he has nothing to do with all those Broadlords. Right now, if we actually check the unit tab, we have 12 Broadlords at this point in time for the Terran player, and really, what is there to do with it? There's 1 Thor, there's a bunch of Marines out, but as long as they are microed properly, those infestors aren't going to allow all those Marines from stepping forward into the fight. So yeah, we see the Broadlord army right now moving into the fight. All those infestors going to back them up, so as soon as we see a big stim pack right here, nice stim pack right now, fungal going down on those Marines, and as soon as we see a stim like that, we just see the Broadlord going to go town on town, or how do you say that in English? I don't really know, but right now we see a nice push right there, a few fungals or a few infested Terrans right now going down just to give that little bit of a buffer right now. Zerglings going to run in as well, and just this army is going to be so tough to deal with. We see a few Vikings going to go ahead and actually target fire those Broadlords, but man, it's so many Broadlords for just a sheer amount of Terran. It's going to be so tough. But right now we see a little bit of a cleanup right here by Lucifron, but I imagine the Zerg player is going to head and actually get so much stuff up. Yeah, there we see more and more Corruptors morphing in, killing off all the Vikings, killing off all the Marines with the Broadlords, as well as most likely going to go ahead and actually kill the lost tanks. And there we see the GG of the Terran player. So I want to thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, please hit the thumbs up as well as the subscribe button. And have a great day, guys. Bye!